Shalom everyone, I hope that you are doing absolutely fantastic this third day of December 2020. Happy birthday to you if it's your birthday, and happy anniversary to you too. Hope it's fantastic for you and your love. If you are returning, welcome back guys, and those of you who are brand new, don't know how you found this channel and how you got into the group, but welcome, welcome, welcome. I am just very spiritual. I am not religious or churchy or anything like that, but I could very well come across real heavy at times towards you in that way. I just love Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, and I'm just spiritual, and I know that He is the one running the whole universe and the host of heaven, and He is a unity. And He just is beautiful. He's our Yeshua, our salvation in Hebrew. I do use the living language of the Hebrew word, which is scripture, by the way. And it's found in the tarot. Many people know it, many people don't know it. But it is used here on this channel. And Jehovah owns these gates. And He gets to do and say whatever He wants to uproot the wicked out of the land. And so that's what we're doing on this channel. I feel the energy and it flows through me real heavy at times, real heavy. So if you don't like real straight talk sometimes, then you may not like me. I'm not trying to attack anyone. I'm attacking the wicked energy. We're not fighting against people. We need to understand that we're fighting against the principalities and the powers of the air. And we just take authority right here, right now over that, because we have the authority in the Hamashiach's name, in Yeshua's name. And Jehovah is Yeshua. And anyway, He gives us power to overcome. We can do this, and we can be upright in the land and heal it and be blessed in it by sticking our finger in the face of nasties. So anyway, that's who I am in a nutshell. And I like to wake up with my audience. And I've already been up and spending some time with Jehovah this morning, as I do in the mornings. And but my brain's still trying to kick in. So if there are moments where it is just, lagging along, then I guess it is. Please be patient with me. You can exercise your spirituality on your end with me if I have some moments. Okay, so let's see what the energy is. And see what we need to be aware of or bypass or to continue in, or how you may need to handle something today with others who aren't aware of the spiritual weather and they just allow everything in and act on it and stuff like that. Let us teach today and be upright and bold within it and kind as well. Sometimes you got to be stern as well. So Jehovah, I just thank you for this day, and I just bless you. And we just take authority right here. Jehovah, bind, block, and rebuke all foul, demonic, wicked, dark energies in any way, shape, or form that it can be related right here, right now. And we just command it to go straight to the pit. You give us hope. You give us hope, not despair. Somebody is in despair. The Five of Cups just came out here. And this is somebody who has literally, they've lost their cups. There's been other parties, maybe soulmates, I'm not sure, and somebody's either just crying over it or they're just sad over some stuff. I get it, people. I get it. Until people realize I'm not going to do this to people anymore. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to take some cups and I'm apologize, or I'm going to take full responsibility in something and that kind of stuff. Then and only then will we be able to, rejoice. Okay, in forgiveness. And there is no condemnation for those who are in the Mashiach, in Jehovah, in the Christ, okay, in Yeshua. Look, people, everybody's fallen down. We prove who we are when we turn around and we get up and say, Jehovah, I need your help. I don't even know how to get out of this. I don't know what I've done, why other people have done this, but I need your help. Be the lifter of my head. And He is, people. He is the lifter of our head. You've got to take courage today and lift up your head, O ye gates, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors, and let the King of glory come in, and he will surely lead you, people. He will. My God, if my channel has not been something that had to show people how to just get up and trust the divine, because I couldn't have made it this far, people, without the divine. We have the Knight of Cups. This is love. This is the knight in shining armor showing up here. And it looks like somebody got some flowers in his hands. Somebody come in with the message saying, I'm sorry that I did this. I hurt you. Whatever this is. It's also a law card. Okay. So if some people won't turn around, they're bitter. That's a bitterness card. If you've been bitter and now you're waking up today and say, I can do this. And there's something very much emotional being shown here in this reading. I'm not sure if you guys can see that very well, but I will explain them as we go. What else you want to bring out here today, Jehovah? So we have the Queen of Swords, and she can be cold as ice. But if she's in the upright, she will put up her sword and she will speak her truth. She really will speak her truth and won't be afraid to. And look, I'm going to take ownership. And she would take ownership. If this is a forgiveness, if this is an apology, she would take ownership. If this is somebody who's in debauchery and I don't care, I'm a freaking witch and you hurt me so bad, I will never forgive you because I got a freaking grudge, get the crap away from me with that, or I'm jealous and all of that, and the law has to get involved, and I guess that's what's going on. But you have power over that witch. You do. You and I have power over this witch, people. If that's what that is. This is a divorcee. This is somebody who's not matching, if I want to look at it that way. If this is in the upright, somebody's just coming down to a night to be sweet and kind, and somebody going to listen, she's listening in truth, got her sword up, then that's positive. Okay, some people are going to get a forgiveness, some people aren't. What are you going to do for those of you who are going to go try and do something and somebody go, what are you going to do? Are you going to sit here and cry over it all the days of your life? You're going to get up and shake the dust from your feet and say, fine, the vengeance is the divine's. You don't want to forgive, you will never be forgiven, and I would get away from that person then. They're not worth it at that point. Okay, because we are in the judgment, people. We really are. We've got the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. We kept seeing this card come out yesterday. And this is you and I having fruit from within. This is high discernment. This is somebody who is, they can do them all by themselves if they have to. The Queen of Swords is also very independent. If she's in the upright, she can do her all by herself. She's a queen. This is a lower version of the Empress, and this is also one side of the Empress as well. And she would also have the law within her and be very balanced there. So if this is a mother or a boss, or she could also still represent the law. Somebody's been segregated, and for whatever stupid reason why somebody possibly segregated somebody. I talk about the Nine of Pentacles all the time. In the negative of that segregation, it's people that know they take advantage. Somebody's been taken advantage of here, and put in a garden and been used for projects and things like that, and somebody's been cruel. Somebody been cruel, because the Queen of Swords in the negative is a freaking cruel witch. Okay, she is just really cruel, and she needs to be taken care of. If that's what's going on, then the law needs to get onto this witch, take her to jail for what she's done. It's really our choice, people, every day, how we're going to respond to something. Going to get up in the face like the Queen of Swords in the upright and say, I don't think so, and not be afraid to it. And I will take your head off if you're going to come to me in any way other than love. Because I'm told in Scripture to hate wicked behavior and to hate it with the perfect hatred. And if we take the Queen of Swords in that way, you're covered. Any other way, you're going to get off with your head in a really bad way, people. Get out of this bitterness. It's going to breed nothing but that witchcraft. So we have a ruler energy that just popped out here. Punishment from some type of officer that's here. Whatever. If that officer, if you're working for the law and you're having problems with your ruler or your officer or something like that, you're bitter because of a job situation thing. It's time to get over that crap. It's time to show, if you're in leadership, people, you and I, we have to take full responsibility in our leadership. Look in the mirror and say, I've been bitter over this. What the crap? If it's still possible. Some people are seared there, people. Some people are just seared there. I need to fix this real quick. Excuse me a minute. Okay. Turn a little bit of the light on here. Maybe you guys can see that a little better. I apologize for not doing that. Let's see what else is going on. So Jehovah's bringing a Hebraic word out here of a rule or a rulership or a punishment from a ruler or an officer or an overseer. Okay? Somebody did do something on purpose. Yes. And it's time to take full responsibility. Well, somebody has wasted somebody. We know we're dealing with a lot of death issues, and they did it on purpose. Somebody murdered somebody, people. Jehovah's bringing it out here. We got the law out here. They did it because they were, whatever the crap reason why they did it, bitter. Nobody does anything unless they got just hatred and bitterness in them, and then they just lose control. Okay, people do know who this person is, who the rulership is, that even if it's rulership that said, okay, I'll give you free reign to go annihilate somebody and to destroy and slay somebody, that rulership needs to be dealt with, people. That's cruelty. That's an oppressor, and we're told not to envy the way of the oppressor. That's nasty energy. There's a stoning and an execution. If this person's nothing but a destroyer, this person needs to be executed, people. They just do. People do know, and you need to not be afraid. They did something on purpose. They segregated on purpose. They stole on purpose. They annihilated somebody on purpose. Probably the children, because we were seeing that last night in those readings. The divine brought the word children out here, and that's not right or fair. Okay? Because he brought the word innocent out here. They are in love with you. And somebody had anger because of that. We have a quarrel and some type of spark going off here. And again, people don't do their stupidness. If there's a reason around it, okay, jealousy, what the crap ever is going on here. So we have a tapestry energy here. And it's time to show both sides of, some people need closure in some things that have taken place. You went through a divorce, your ex can get over something, or they've got in-laws involved in some stupid crap, or did whatever, and led you down a stupid path and lied and made the report on purpose and caused a bunch of stupidness. That person needs to go to prison. That person needs to be put down for what they did. They're nasty in their heart. They're seared there. Anyway, Jehovah, what else do you want to bring out here to address today? It's time to get up today and take care of this person, people. It needs to be done today. A judgment has or will be made today. Yes, and that came out a couple of times. That's positive. That is positive. Somebody's been murmuring, a soft speech. We just spoke about that the other day. Jehovah had me get on and teach about talking to the dead and conjuring up spirits. Somebody has just been sitting here in their tears, murmuring softly, continually, contemplating over something that's going on. And that, a lot of times you will see the Five of Cups with wine, and this card's representing crying over spilt milk, but this is a whining type of energy. And if you go look that, I'll just try to remember to put that video down below. That teaching that he gave me, that literally talking to the dead and conjuring up familiar spirits in the past and can't get over the past. It was being referred to wineskin and how it makes the whining noise of whatever it makes from the wineskin. It literally connects you right back to a familiar spirit that's talking to the dead. And somebody is in witchcraft and they've lost their head and they literally went and slayed somebody and they're desolate and they did it on purpose, and somebody needs to do something. The rulership needs to get up and do something. And again, if rulership is involved in this, and people do know that rulership is involved in that, then people need to gather together and come against that rulership, because that's wicked rulership in the land. It's breeding maggots, people. It's breeding maggots in the land. It really is. Okay, we can gather together and we can take this person down. We can do it. It doesn't need to be in our earth. Jehovah is the governor of the nations, and he's the true rulership, people. He really is. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Somebody lost their soul, lost their ever-loving mind. They become a giant now or on that side, and they need to be taken down. And we have the name of the Lord with us. And his name is Jehovah Elohim. So we have a crossroad coming out here. Somebody has been plotting, how do I get out of this? Because they know what they did. They know what they did. They did it on purpose, people. Jehovah's revealing it. We seen it in a reading that I did yesterday. Somebody was trying to figure out how to get out, and some guy was trying to come out the window and waiting for the message and everything else. It was very profound what Jehovah brought out here. Jehovah, what else is needed to be known? The children. Yes, we know about the children. And somebody's been trying to catch somebody up in the net. They're childish, and this is an immature card. Students, okay, so you're dealing with somebody maybe you went to school with, or maybe you are dealing with a teacher or a student. Obviously, children are out here, or you're dealing with school-like energy is here. This is a friend as well. The letter J and the letter Q is showing up out here. The name Jack can be found here, or some type of a Jack connection. Person, place, or thing. First, middle, last name with those letters, though. Could be a queen or a Jack. We've got the knight here. Okay, somebody between the ages of 25 to 35, and then a queen, that'd be anybody who is in some type of a leadership, or a mother, or a divorcee, or somebody who works for the law, took a commandment. If you know, we know about the group. We have the sun, somebody that's in the spotlight. This is somebody's very prideful, has a lot of ego. There's an A there as well. So we still have the name Jack that could be found here. It could be very prevalent. All right, very prevalent. This is confidence. In the upright of this card, it's glory, and it's the glory of the divine. Okay, he's the one that made that sun, and he's going to make it shine, and that's the government in the Hebraic living language, which would be the Q in the Hebrew. And that is a forcible overthrow for a bright future in a social order, in favor of a new social order. This is the government of Elohim. Okay, Emmanuel is with us. We have the key here, and we do know that somebody's got the key to doors and things like that. But Jehovah is the one that opens the door. This would be like the Dalet, which would be like the emperor, headship. We got a ruler, we got headship here, an officer, or something like that. The key goes back to destiny. Okay, it's clues to something in this deck. It's a solution. It's some type of insight, and so is the sun. It's insight. There is a victory here with the sun that Jehovah is showing. Wisdom's crying out today in the street is what the scripture says, and it's calling out to the simple. Okay, we do know the answer. You do know what to do. If you're in leadership, you have an obligation to the truth and to the people that are under you. Okay? You have an obligation to go after a situation that you absolutely know what is taking place. Okay? Because somebody's plotting to try to get away. Okay? I don't care who they are and where they sit. This thing, this energy of the matter, that they did it on purpose, it's a disgrace, and it's unacceptable in the earth. And it needs to be taken care of today, because the sun's out today. Okay? We expect you, leadership, to get up and do it today. The people of the world expect the people that are underneath the control of Jehovah Elohim to get up as a family and take this crap down that's hurting our babies. That's unacceptable. This is what Jehovah brought out. Until next time, shalom.